Bunk and Pick Podcast. It's the Bunk and Pick Podcast. It's the Bunk and Pick Podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Bunk and Pick Podcast. Distance pick here, away from studio here with Bunk. Hey Bunk, how are you?
Remote pick, we call him. The remote man.
Pick.
Good,
Remote
doing
pick.
good, doing good. Still trying to recover from the trip.
Oh yes. As we see, new hats for the boys.
We do have some new hats. That's true.
I got home with
right.
that Whataburger hat, and I immediately got taken from me by the youngest.
Oh,
I
really?
like that hat. I'm taking it.
I like this one.
Okay.
These were nice. These were the giveaways for the Yankee game. Very, very nice hats. Actually, really well made hats. I'm kind of
very
surprised.
well made hats. Very, very well made hats. You know what's great about that game? We got free hats and a show that wasn't even the baseball game.
We did have a show. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna have to talk about our game experience.
Yes, absolutely.
Our little
And
trip.
how we backed off on the sombrero.
Yeah, we crawfished on that bad boy.
We definitely crashed on that.
And kudos to
Yeah,
anyone that
different
can
in
do
person,
it.
But we'll definitely get into that.
Absolutely.
But what do you got
absolutely.
going on, Bunk? Anything new?
You know, no, honestly, I'm getting old when it's taking me a few days to recover, my friend. I don't have the 24-hour recovery like I used to. So I'm still recovering from the trip, to be honest with you.
I was back up at 5 a.m. on Wednesday morning getting work done. So
I know. I felt bad for you and Gary. You guys both had to go to work the next day. So I didn't have to go to work, but still, it's, I don't know what to say, man. I'm still struggling, as we say. Although we did,
that's okay.
I will say this. Yesterday we went, Bunk's sister goes to the University of Texas, and we'd promised her we'd come down and walk the campus, check it out.
Bunk's sister?
Pick sister. Holy shit. Not my sister. I don't have a sister.
Go take a little nappy, Bunk.
Holy crap, man.
It's
Pick
some
sister.
of your cream of wheat.
Bunk daughter. Me, cheetah. Holy crap, man. No, so we went down, we walked the campus, checked out all the stuff on the UT campus. I hadn't done that in a long time. So it was kind of nice to go down there.
Quite some time either.
Yeah.
How was it?
Honestly, it's really cool. They have some cool buildings down there, and they got a lot of cool stuff going on once you kind of get inside the enclave there, because it's in the middle of a city, but the university itself is really nice inside of it. So we did that, and we walked around there. So I haven't just been sitting here, Pick. I've been doing stuff.
That's a positive right there.
That
Got to
is a
keep
positive.
moving.
That's positive. I'm trying to think, did I watch any cool movies? And I don't, honestly, I saw that. Did we talk about that Apex movie yet? Holy crap.
You haven't talked about it on here yet.
Oh my God. Have mercy on me. That is one rough movie. If anybody out there has seen Bone Tomahawk, which is disturbing, and not one you could probably watch more than once. This is almost there, man. It's got some weird shit in it. Like crazy. I was not expecting. I was not expecting what's in it. It's a little bit ghoulishly gross, to be honest with you. I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
It's actually getting very good reviews. So,
the acting is really good. It's I think Charlize Theron or whatever her name is.
Charlize Theron
and that dude who he's been in a bunch of stuff. Can't remember his name. He was in the I don't even know. I'm freaking old. I can't remember names of shit.
You are half asleep.
I'm dying here.
Taron Egerton.
Yes. His role is freaking crazy. But just the premise of
the
it.
Bad guy.
But here's the deal, and without giving anything away. Why is anybody going to the Australian outback by themselves and friggin' thinking that's a good idea? Just going out in the middle of nowhere on your own. I don't get that. Never have gotten that in the movies. You know something bad's happening. In
Yeah,
real life, it probably happens too. I mean, it's just it's a rough thing to do. I don't understand why they would do it, but did it? She did. Paid the price.
Thrill seekers. That's why.
Oh, she got a thrill. I'll tell you that right now, friend. Oh man, it was a rough one. I'm just gonna tell you guys out there, if you watch it, prepare yourselves and do not. This is not a kids movie, not in any stretch. Not even a. When I say kids, I'm saying like, whew, even a young teenager. I think that'd be rough, man.
Now, let me ask you this: how does it stand up to the 2021 Apex thriller with Bruce Willis and the quintessential cop guy, Neil McDonough?
I don't know that one. What's that one?
Let the hunt begin, it says.
Oh
Apex.
my God.
I've never seen that because I just looked up.
I probably have, I've probably
Really
seen it
came
because Bruce Willis was making straight to video movies there before he had all his medical issues. And I watch every one of them, man, because he'll be like a cop or a retired cop or something. They're all pretty good. They're not bad. I kind of got on his kick for a while. You can, on Netflix, you can go zip through a whole bunch of his movies too. They're all B movies, obviously, but they're not bad. I check them out. Worth a check. I think I hit all the Seagal movies. I think I'm done with him. Thinking about some Chuck Norris. But gosh,
Oh yeah,
those are hard to watch,
get
man.
yourself a little Walker Texas Ranger.
I've watched some of those, but some of his movies are, they're kind of rough,
A
man.
lot of roundhouse kicks.
They're kind of rough. He wasn't. I love the guy. He wasn't one of the top actors in the industry, though. His skills were he's a little wooden when he's doing them. So I don't know. Have to check out my next watch list. I get on a kick like that and I'll watch something. We'll see. See what it is.
Well, this Bruce Willis version sounds a lot like the Charlize Theron version of Apex.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, there ain't nothing like that. I would have. It may have been, but much tamer. Because this new Apex is brutal. I mean, it disturbed me, and I'm not. I watch a lot of crap. Let me just say that, but it bothered me. I have a rough time.
Well, this
with it.
one is they hunt each other.
I like those kind. I actually watched a movie last night where, check this out. I couldn't figure out where it was from. It was supposedly, evidently, in the South here in Texas somewhere, but like 2 or 3 of them had Australian accents. And the main lady had an Australian accent. And
What was this movie? Name of this movie.
Oh, God, I couldn't tell you the name of the movie, man. They were hunting her, but she did a reverse, hunted them back. Of course, she got them. She was ex-Special Forces, Canadian, or not Canadian,
God.
Australian Special Forces. It's good stuff, man. I watch a lot of good stuff.
I said to see here. I said Australian accent movie set in Texas, and the first one that came up was Quigley Down Under.
Oh, no. It's not the Quiggles with that's with Magnum PI, I think, isn't it?
There is Accidental Texan.
No, I don't think it was in Texas. I think it was somewhere in like different South, Alabama or something. I don't know where it was.
I had to look it up.
Anyhow, what have you been watching, man?
We watched. There was a lot of good movies on the old AMC while we were in the hotel.
There were a
Those were
lot
the
of
last
good ones.
movies I saw.
So we I gotta say this though, I don't watch movies with commercials anymore, and it's almost undoable, man. Having to watch commercials.
How many skin diseases, conditions did you see on the screen? That's crazy.
And if I see one more mesothelioma or whatever the hell that thing is, holy cripes.
You gotta watch out for that mesothelioma. Bunk.
With the sad looking dude. That guy is probably about 85 years old now, and he started when he was like 50 making that commercial. They keep showing it, but those commercials are rough, man.
They're horrible.
The movies were great. It was My Cousin Vinny, The Goonies. I mean, Beverly Hills Cop. We were kind of had on in the hotel, but can't watch them, man. Just can't do it.
The like Jurassic Park 18 was on.
Oh yeah, the Jurassic Park was on.
It's like the 47th one they've made.
Yeah, I like the Jurassic Park though. I don't mind those too much. They're pretty good. They kind of got ridiculous there a little bit, but I'm just saying, man, commercials. I can't do them. I barely can do it. If I have to watch a sporting event on actual regular TV, then it is. But I don't think I watch anything anymore that actually has commercials in it. I bypass them.
The best part about the MLB.TV is that it just goes to a blank screen after in between.
I know. Baseball is great. You know, hockey's awesome because they don't take too many breaks either. They don't really do commercial breaks too much.
Yeah.
Football's gotten bad because they'll hold up the whole play for, waiting for commercials to be done.
3 minutes.
I know.
It's crazy.
I know. That is kind of weird. And then half of those commercials are friggin' gambling commercials. So, and they'll throw the odds on the bottom.
It really is. We'll definitely get into gambling here today, but
yeah,
you can't blame people for gambling if you're going to shove it down their throats on every platform that someone looks at.
No. Hey, let's do a little review on our trip.
We definitely need to review the trip, Bunk.
I like that.
But first and foremost, we had to hit a Buc-ee's on the way up. And I will say, that might have been the slowest Buc-ee's I've ever been in.
Oh, as far as people being in there?
Yes.
Yeah, it was, it was on the weekend too. I don't know. It wasn't crazy.
The Sunday stop was slow.
The one coming back on Tuesday was crazy. There was hardly anybody in there. That's really rare.
It was nice.
Very nice.
Some space in between stalls in the bathroom. That was nice.
Oh my God.
You're not shoulder to shoulder with anyone.
Guy standing at the door. Here you are, sir. Your towelette.
Yes, they have a butler. Is dressed in a beaver costume.
Would you like any cologne?
Oh my ode de cologne.
Hey, I know the society. When I was younger and going out the bar, they actually had dudes in the bathroom that would hand you like the thing to wash your hand, and then you could spray cologne on. Did you guys ever run into any of that when you guys were?
I only ran into it in one place, and it was not a savory place.
I get you.
It was a bachelor party.
Okay.
That's the only place I've ever seen it.
They used to do that, and then unfortunately, the expectation is you're tipping them. Like, I just came to take a whiz. I can literally wash my own shit. So, but yeah, would you like a spray of Brute, sir?
some curve.
But they used to have them in the bathroom. The bathroom attendants they were, and then if you get to know them after a while.
I mean, it might be a thing in like downtown places, but it's not.
I don't know if it's a thing anymore. I can't imagine it's still a thing. I mean, giving you like a wet towel and a friggin' spray of Brute. Come on, dude.
Could you applying for that job? God, that would suck so bad.
Job description: sit in a stinky ass bathroom where people are taking craps and being drunk, pissing all over the place.
Yes. Plunge when needed.
Other duties as assigned: plunging,
mopping, plunging.
Oh my God, that's
air freshening.
It's a weird, man. I used to go in them and see somebody. And you just kind of automatically, oh God, dang, dude, you feel bad, like they're handing you shit. And I'm good. I'm gonna I can pull my own paper towel out of here, or whatever the hell, and I don't need a squirt. And I'm not tipping you. I'm literally taking a piss.
Don't need a squirt.
Anyhow.
Excuse me, sir. I don't need that squirt.
No, God bless. Yowzer. Everybody in the bar smell the same.
Oh, God, I know.
I got off track there. Sorry about that.
All right. Well, you got off track. Well, we started there. We got to the hotel, and we thought the hotel was going to be a little bit further. That was like we were attached to the friggin' stadium.
I'll tell you what, man. It is like, I don't know, 100 yards maybe, not even, to the baseball field. And then in the other direction, the Cowboys stadium is a little bit further, definitely walkable though. Maybe,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know, 5-minute walk or something.
5-minute walk.
What a location, though. Holy crap. That was pretty awesome.
It was really cool. And I liked, you know what the best part was? The worst part about sporting events is sitting in traffic after them.
Yep.
We didn't have to, we just literally just walked 5 minutes and we're back.
I know. That was
awesome.
It was, and stadium and the field was closed, and it was a nice 72 or something in there. Holy,
nice.
it's like sitting on your couch.
Okay. All right. Can we bring this up? You gave us shit. It was cold in there.
No, it was not cold. Come on.
The first day.
You and
Sunday,
Gary
it
are
was
going,
cold in there.
coldy over here. That was disgusting. You're at a baseball game, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to be. It was cold.
It wasn't cold.
You were very sweaty.
Yeah. It wasn't cold in there, I'm telling you right now. It was just beautiful. It was wonderful, actually.
Your baldy head was sweating some glorpy droplets on top.
Oh my God.
Glorp
I knew we'd get
coming
glorps
down.
in again. Them glorps are coming, baby. Cannot be
It was
glorpless.
cool though. So the first day, it really, we walked around that stadium. There's not a bad. I mean, there was a couple spots you're like, it would suck to sit there,
Yeah.
but really, there wasn't really that any bad spot in that stadium. It was a really nice stadium.
Yeah, it's a really nice stadium. I will say it's I didn't know what to expect. I haven't been to a live MLB game in a long time, but it was really nice. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
All right, Bunk. Here's the question though. Why is there a Yankees effect on the friggin' food inside the stadium?
You know what? I didn't realize that, but so we went. Let's let everybody know. So we went on a Sunday. We watched the Rangers play the A's, which was a
It
nice.
was a $12 beer.
It was $12 beer, and the crowd was just a nice, very nice family crowd.
Yes,
Everything
very
was nice and calm, relaxing. And then Monday night they played the Yankees, and my Yankee brethren were there. And not only
They
did
were in full force, my friend.
not only did the prices at the concessions change dramatically, but the whole feel of the game. I
It
had
was
the
a $6 difference
yep,
between
that's
beers.
I don't know why. I am actually shocked that they did that.
Because they knew the Yankees would pay for it.
And as everyone knows, I love my Yankees. Families from New York, but holy shnikes, man, that is a crew that shows up for those games. God bless.
You were right though, because you watched them all walking. There is a type.
Yeah, it's
Yankees fans are just a type. You could tell they are Yankees fans.
Yep, absolutely. And you know what? I bet half the stadium was Yankees. It was crazy.
It was packed.
It was crazy, and it was definitely a different feel. Wasn't the kumbaya, let's all be friends.
Well, if you've noticed the social media,
Yes.
we were like 20 yards away from that fight that broke out. That's all over social media.
It is
The
all
New York
over.
Post put it up.
Yep. I saw it on New York Post. They actually said something about the star Yankee fans because the dude from Texas knocked him like 2 rows forward.
Yes.
And then
But
they
the guy's
started
sitting there
fighting.
going like this in the guy's face.
I know. Well, it's a
Like
Yankee fan,
screaming at
man.
him.
It's my Yankee boys.
Well, he got rocked.
He got rocked. He got punched
He
pretty
flew.
darn hard.
And then his girlfriend got rocked. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
God. Only the Yankee fans, my friends. Only the
There's blood
Yankee fans.
everywhere.
I know. And you know what's weird? Like nobody even rushed down there. I don't understand that part of it. I mean, they have people.
That's the culture we're in. Nobody went to help. Everybody pulled out their
Oh
phone.
my God. It was a sea of
Every
phones.
single person immediately, the phone came
It was
up.
unbelievable. That's all. Everybody was laughing, cheering them on, and friggin' filming it. So it literally had every angle of that fight is on social media somewhere.
Somebody already cut it together and has like different angle switches during the fight.
Unbelievable, man.
God,
Unbelievable. So quite a society we have.
they did it at the right because it was during a challenge on a play, wasn't it? Like a safe at first challenge, and Judge was just sitting in this field watching.
Yes, he was watching. I
He
know.
was looking up, watching it.
Poor dude, man. Well, we'll have to say I switched my tickets from we were down the left field line, and the night before we switched them over to right field, baby. Get
Right
a good
behind Judgy.
good view of Judgy. And I'm happy we weren't down too much lower because it was a little crazy, a little more frantic down closer to the field and right field than we were. I was very happy where we were.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Perfect spot.
It was, and I was telling Nick and Gary, I said, obviously Judge is my favorite player, but that poor guy, man, it's brutal what they have to put out with, hey Aaron, hey Judgy, sign my shit. He's playing a game, man. I mean,
he's in the middle of it was a 2-2 count with 2 outs in the 9th inning, and there's people hanging over trying to hand him cards to sign. So that's brutal, man.
I know. And he's really nice about it. I'm sure he's so used to it now. He's does every single game. He's got, he'll kind of halfway acknowledge him. And I did notice as long as the game kept going on, he was taking his outfield practice in closer to the infield every inning.
Moving
like, get me the hell out of here. Poor guy, man. I mean, anyway, but it was a lot of fun. Judge went 3 for 3 with a home run and 2 doubles, so I was absolutely thrilled.
Yeah, and him and old Ben Rice went back to back.
They went back to back, and it's funny because the A's game we saw, no home runs. It was 2-1.
Hitting, it was hard to watch. There was 0 hitting in that game.
Nobody was hitting. The A's weren't hitting. Rangers are, God bless, man. Since we, I don't know what their record's been since the Yankee series, but man, they don't hit the ball. They got to hit the ball better.
They don't hit the ball. They did beat the Yankees.
They beat the Yankees on the last game when we weren't there. Yeah, we pulled our guy up, our new guy. But they still only scored. I think they just basically shut the Yankees down.
It was 3-0.
Yeah, that's not a lot of runs. So they scored what 3, 2, and 1 in 3 games. Like that's not going to get it, man. That ain't going to cut it.
Not going to get it.
But it was a blast, man. It was really a lot of fun. And we got to talk about the food. So we were big talkers about the food. They got the big nacho hat, and we were talking about getting Gary to wear it. We got there. That thing should be outlawed. Holy shit! And it's much bigger than it looks online, man. And it's just
egregious.
How many of those we saw? Those during the A's game, we didn't see a lot of those things. The Yankee fans came. We saw the nacho hats. We saw the 2-foot hot dogs, which were.
Yep.
We saw a lot of those.
That friggin' hot dog, you looked in there, that guy next to you was eating it, he cut it open. That hot dog was like that.
I know. It was friggin' huge,
God.
man. Ugh. And it was not.
Too much dog.
Yeah. And I'm a hot dog guy, but I tell you what, that's not something I could have done. But that was fun. It was fun. Rangers are, you know what? It's good fan, nice environment there. They got some good stuff going on there. So I hope they do better.
The stadium has a lot going on in it.
It does.
Robot bartender was in the stadium.
Robot bartender.
Home run out. They were hitting home runs on a virtual screen. I have never seen so many unathletic adults in my life trying to.
Oh, when those guys, I know.
Holy shit, man!
They all were. I know. That's what it said. I think we said it one other time. I think in the old, like people that grew up in like the 40s and 50s, it seems like all those guys could play ball. I mean, they knew how to throw a baseball.
Yes.
And stuff. And then when it got to like later on and stuff, it just seems like there's a lot of people literally as adults can't throw a baseball. I mean, it's gross.
It's hideous.
Or the guy that was sitting there at bat that I don't know what he was doing. Like, oh my God, you got some giant glorps on you, sir, getting in there. But golly. But good time.
It was pretty rough. It's hard to see. That was definitely for kids, and there was adults in it.
Oh, absolutely.
They look terrible.
Yeah, not a good look. Not a good look. Ooh, it was fun though. Good trip. We got to do another one. Oh, hey, part of the trip though, we had Pick and Gary doing some golfing at the Texas Rangers golf course. which was
Yes, very
beautiful golf course.
cool.
Very
It was.
nice.
I almost died.
You did. You had like a, I don't know.
My
What,
eyeball like
I don't know what you
swelled
had.
shut. I
You had foldy eye. You went
full.
foldy eye on us, and like redneck and like friggin' zombie. I thought you were zombie eyes, and thought you were going to. I thought you were 28 days the Bone Temple people.
No, I had all my clothes on.
I say, hey, no glorp now, no glorps,
No ones and glorps.
no
on
wops
that
and
one.
glorps. Keep your clothes on.
But it was fun. We got paired with two randoms, and they held up a bit. They kept up with us.
They were nice dudes. Nobody in front of you. We got there early and had no one in front of you guys.
Yep.
I was.
It was you saw it. You saw the me and Gary effect though. Finally, you can tell when people play with us, they swing as hard as they can,
Yeah.
and they start tiring out.
No, you guys hit the ball a mile, man. And I'm just so we all know, I'm not a golfer. I didn't golf. I rented the cart and drove and sat. That was
Yes.
it. But it was fun to watch you guys. You guys hit the ball really hard, and I'm
Yes.
impressed. I like it. I'm gonna get you guys in some tourneys. Got to start getting
Yeah,
in.
you want the Bunk and Pick podcast to sponsor us in a 2-man scrambles.
I do. I think you guys should, man. You guys are actually really good. You're shooting like 80 or something, and those
We had a
those are good scores.
Rough day out there. First time playing a course though. You can't be too hard on yourself.
No, you guys did really, really well. I hit one ball. Well, I didn't. Okay, let's clarify. They were warming
You hit
up,
the
so
ground and the ball moved.
they were warming up on the little putting part for the thing, and Nick goes, "Hey, why don't you hit a little wedge or whatever it is?" And I took one swing, came short about 5 inches from the ball, dug a giant friggin' hole. I was like, I think I'm done. I'm just not a golfer, man.
You're not a golfer.
No, I'm not a
It
golfer.
To be out there though.
I love being out there. It was a great environment out there. But I'm telling you, you guys were really good. You guys did good. You guys hit the ball like 350, 360 and killing the ball out there on the drive. So very
Definitely hit
impressed.
A couple bombs while we were out there.
very impressive. And you guys keep it like pretty much like in the, field of play, or I don't know what you call it there, but I don't know what
In the fairway.
the fairway, field of play. which is
Between the foul lines.
which is pretty impressive. I mean, like, nothing's getting lost balls or any of that. You guys are right there. It's good stuff,
Yeah.
man. I liked it. I enjoyed
Definitely
it.
gotten better.
Very
definitely
nice.
gotten better.
Very nice. You guys both did really well. So congrats to you guys.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, pal.
Absolutely. Pally.
That was fun. That was good. And then the drive back, it took us on those crazy back roads. We were in the middle of nowhere for a while. That was interesting.
Yeah, that's GPS does that a lot. So gotta just go with it, baby. Dance with who
good.
brung you.
All right, Bunk. We got some sports to talk about. A lot going on in the sports world. But before we do, we want to shout out to our friends Dubby. Dubby Energy here. As you see, Bunk is holding it up if you're watching on it. They are great. It is made from coffee bean extract. One scoop into your drink. It'll liven you up for the rest of the day there. Without the jitters and crash, it really helps focus. And it is cheaper. And if you get one of these tubs, it's cheaper in the long run than buying an energy drink every day, which a lot of people are doing now. I saw a gross amount of energy drinks while we were up in Dallas.
Yeah, there were a lot. There were a lot. I
So,
like it.
go save that money. Use the code Rollin Balls. That's ROLLINBALLS to get a 10% off of your order. That is w.gg.
All right. I like it. Do you like how I held
All
it
right,
there? I
Bugs.
was floating it just for you. All right, we gotta talk baseball, man. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
talk
but
baseball.
it's baseball season. If it's baseball season, we're talking baseball. The Yankees are still. Oh, did I already start with the Yankees? I'm
No, can we
sorry.
start- Can we start somewhere else?
Yeah, we
Here,
can.
for real.
We can. I'm just messing with you. Come on.
Boston fired their whole coaching staff.
Is that more important than the Yankees being in first place? More newsworthy? God
Yes.
bless. All right, let's talk about that.
Yes, it is.
I know. You know what?
I've never ever seen something like that. They pulled up the AAA coach to manage. They fired the whole staff. I've never seen that before.
You know, I actually did. Did you read up on like what the backstory is on that a little bit?
Kind of a little bit, but I still don't understand why you would ask everyone.
I think it was like a different philosophy on like roster management and hitting philosophy and all. I think Cora, he was used to and more comfortable. And when he first got hired, the guys that hired him, they were more, kind of letting him kind of make calls on and being a coach. I think the new guys that came in, they're more data driven, and so they're trying. And Cora's old school. He's not thrilled with that. I think there was some, a lot of it. I think honestly was around Trevor Story, about him playing. He was, he started out bad last year, but he's still a good player. And then younger guys, and I think there was just a philosophical difference on how guys are being taught to hit and how to play and where they should be in the lineup and stuff. And I think he's just been building for a while, to be honest with you. That's what I read, at least. And I think that's why you saw the hitting coach gone, and there's some of those other guys.
It was literally every single coach got asked.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And the comment, well, we still have 135 games left and we think we can compete. No, you can't. You're not competing this year. No, because the players aren't. They're going to keep playing. Obviously, they're players, but they're those guys aren't thrilled or happy about what's going on. I mean,
no,
there's just no way.
You can't be. It would suck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a collect a paycheck year.
Absolutely, and they're going to be bottom dwellers. And I thought they had a shot this year, to be honest. They have some young talent, but I mean, those guys are not producing either. So it's kind of weird if you start reading about it. You talk about like how they want these guys to hit a certain way, and it's just a totally different philosophy than what Cora had.
And I don't agree with that either. We're actually seeing that because we watched just even in that live game, we're seeing more of the less analytics, more situational baseball is happening. And I think that's the data got way out of hand. And as a Rays fan, I first to admit Tampa was like the pioneer of a lot of this. I get that. But Tampa is now the team that's going away from that the most and playing the most small ball.
Yeah.
There's got to be a happy medium. Like, okay, the analytics are helping me get better, but they're not making every decision. And if you're going to run a organization off of only analytics and not like baseball knowledge, that's not going to work.
And that's unfortunately, that's where they're hit. They're hitting, like, from a pitching standpoint, you throw, hard, fastballs and hitting to have that drive line thing. So the whole philosophy was just not aligned with what Cora and his staff were doing. But I mean, they should have known that before the season, and then before they signed him to a 3-year contract a year ago or whatever.
Yeah,
but
I mean, they did. They signed him to a pretty big, and now it's all buyout now.
Yeah, and they're, look, I'm not a Red Sox fan, but it is kind of weird. I mean, that's just a strange deal that happened. I mean, we had them, and then, at Philadelphia where they fired Thomson.
And they're talking about Cora going to coach there.
Was that weird? Because I guess he gave Cora the first shot at wanting to coach there, which is, I don't know.
Is strange.
That's really weird, man. That was a weird. I don't know why they would even share that, to be honest with you.
That's some tampering shit right there.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't know why you'd even share that, especially I think Mattingly's coaching, and they won a doubleheader yesterday, extra inning game and another close game. And he's coached before. He's got, he said he didn't want to be a head coach, a while back, but these guys, man, I'm sure he'll be fine. He'll last a year and see what happens. And that team's not going to stay down.
He'll be fine.
You know what? And a team like Philly, there's just no way they're not going to bounce back some. Now, can they come back enough? I don't know, but they have too much talent to just be like bottom dweller. I just don't see it.
Okay, well, along those same lines, then, I mean, you have to think the same way about the Mets, then, right? Because they have the second biggest payroll. in baseball.
They do, man, but they I don't think they spent wisely though. Oh, excuse me.
That's
Woo.
fair. I mean, you were picking between McNeil and Beatty, and they picked Beatty. McNeil's hasn't been much. It's not like I don't think the moves that they made were bad.
Well, they let Nimmo go, which I thought was, I don't know why they let Nimmo go. I thought he's a good player.
Because he was your right fielder and you had Juan Soto.
I know, but he's you could have found a place for him. They signed Devin Williams, who's for year number 2 is still a flop. They got Luke Weaver, who at the second part of last year was with the Yankees, was getting just drilled, giving up home runs.
The Dreamweaver.
Yeah, Dreamweaver, and he's doing the same with the Mets. He lost the game yesterday, I think. So their guys aren't doing anything. The guys they signed have not done anything. I mean,
Jorge Polanco has been just hurt the whole time. They signed him. That one hurts. Marcus Semien has done nothing. Bo Bichette hasn't done anything. So I mean, I don't think I think honestly, Mets are 11 and a half out. I think that's a huge deficit when Atlanta is just crushing people. And Miami's, I mean, after nobody else has a winning record outside of Atlanta. And you're still in last place. Holy shit. Come on, man. I mean, second place is 6.5 out in that division.
I know.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's I don't see those teams. I think honestly, the Phillies will make a move and jump up to maybe second place. I don't think the Mets are going to move much, in my opinion.
I don't think they are either. They're going to fire the manager. You got to there's going to be a lot of moves in that organization if they don't turn it around.
I'm surprised he hasn't been fired already, because that's kind of what everybody does. I don't know who you'd bring. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a lost season at this point, but
they have the worst record in baseball. They are worse than the Colorado Rockies. They're worse than the Chicago White Sox, the Kansas City Royals. They're worse than the Twins. They have a massive, massive payroll, and they're that bad. They need to make a move.
I mean, let's look. You mentioned like teams like the Rock. Well, the Rockies aren't even last place. The Giants are. The Rockies have a better record than the Giants at this point.
Yep, and Tampa starts a set with the Giants. Let's go. First place you become.
I mean, the Rockies are actually, look, they're not going to win the division or get in the playoffs, but they are a much improved team. I mean, they're actually competitive, and they have a -7 run differential right now, that was not the case the last few years. So they're definitely improved, and the friggin' White Sox are improved. I mean, they
definitely are. The White Sox are much better. Murakami is a monster.
He is. He still strikes out a ton. He's the 33% strikeout guy or something. But
yeah, he's on pace for 63 home runs.
Well, that's the thing. He can't. I don't know. Here's my prediction on him. I think he's starting out good. I don't think he can hit real hard fastballs, anything over 95, 96. I think he struggles with. But if you make a mistake, he's crushing you. And you can't just constantly throw fastballs. So, but 14 to 17, man, they're not. I mean, they're not. It's the Royals who I'm surprised that are sitting on the bottom. They're just not doing anything.
That whole division is rough right now. I mean, you've got tied for first place. It's Cleveland and Detroit at 500.
Yeah. Kansas
City is 12-19 and only 3.5 games out.
Well, that's the only thing saving them is the other teams aren't good, because I'd like to see the Royals be good again, but it ain't gonna be this year. Clearly, sadly.
No. But that division's wide open.
It is wide open, but they've really got to go on some kind of a run, and they're not really doing the best. Like you said it before, the best division is the NL Central right now.
Yeah, and Pittsburgh's kind of fallen off a little bit there. They were doing really well. The Cincinnati Reds just keep winning.
They're 20-11.
They just keep winning.
That is crazy.
Right coach for it.
They have the right coach.
They're an entertaining team to watch. We're gonna, I think the Friday night game starts the series Cincinnati and Pittsburgh this week. That's a good series.
That'll be good.
That
That'll
should
be
fun
good.
to watch.
Cardinals are doing like way better than anybody thought. They got some young guys that are really, really playing well.
Yep.
But that's going to be open. I
And-
think that's still. I mean, you got the Pittsburgh still. Even the last place team is at 500. So,
Yeah.
you know, the Brewers aren't going to stay down there too long. I don't think either.
I don't think they would. I think that's going to be wire to wire competition in that division all the way. And I think all 5 of those teams have a chance.
I think this year I'm going to say I believe you're right. I think Pittsburgh is still got a shot because they've fallen off some and they're still not that far behind. So,
No, they're 500. Still playing 500 ball.
Yep, that's a good division. NL West Dodgers are still out there, but you know they're 5-5 over the last 10. But the Padres are kind of fell off a little bit. Diamondbacks are out there. That's a 3-team race right there.
Yeah, and which is, if you're a San Francisco fan, you're pretty upset about that because this was supposed to be a year where they bounced back.
Yeah,
that manager is just not working out there.
He's not working
out.
out.
Receptive to it.
I mean, they got guys not. Devers is not doing anything at all.
No, he's
not playing well. Yeah, the manager is. It's a long guy. We're 20-some games in. He's
almost 40,
30 games. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a long season for him.
It's gonna be a real long season for him.
I mean, yeah, be curious. I mean, they'll give him another year, obviously, but that's tough, man. That's a big adjustment. Yeah. We talked about that, but I think Arizona stays in there. But the Dodgers are gonna. Dodgers are the Dodgers. They're gonna win, I believe.
Yes. All right, Bunk. We can talk about them now. We talked about everybody else.
Well, I was gonna say actually the AL West, where the
AL West.
When we were watching the game, the Athletics and the Rangers were both tied for first, and the Athletics beat them. And the A's have been actually winning some games. They're 6-4 over the last 10. They're in first place. Then the Mariners are starting to come on a little bit.
Seattle making their move. Cal Raleigh's starting to hit the ball.
Yep. Rangers are they just don't score, man. They don't score enough runs.
And on paper, that team is really good.
They are good. And when you're watching the guys that are coming up, you're going, this dude can play. He can play. Yes. They're not hitting. And the Angels started out good, but they're starting the old decline. And the biggest surprise, man, it's got to be the Astros. They're bad. They're a bad team.
Pitch to save their lives.
They are really.
They've given up.
It's weird.
200 runs already.
Isn't it weird to see them sitting that far back at 12-20? I mean, that's just that's very unusual. I don't see them making a run this year.
12-20 with the best hitter in baseball right now, in Yordan Alvarez.
Yeah, I don't think I don't see them. This may be the year they don't even they just kind of stay down that way. Them and the Angels, I think, are bottom dwellers, unfortunately.
They might sell and rebuild at this point. Yeah, Los Angeles is 1-9 in their past 10.
I know.
Started out hot, and Trout's not playing bad. He's still making contact and stuff, but
playing well. It's just same old. That's got to get old out there after a while if you're a fan. Jesus.
They got to move him, man. They got to do something for him.
Yeah. I don't think they will.
All right, AL East. We're doing it. Okay. So you've watched a lot on TV, but you saw them in person now. What are your big takeaways?
Hey, I will say this.
About the Yankees?
The Yankees are impressive. They're very aggressive at the plate.
Yes.
And when you watch them on TV over 9 innings, there's obviously games where they're just friggin' strikeout kings, but they're pretty aggressive team. There was a big difference between that game and the A's game as far as the hitters and even just honestly, even foul balls and all that. There was just more. So I was actually pretty impressed with what the Yankees were doing. They were aggressive, maybe too aggressive a little bit on the base pass, but I like what they're doing. It was kind of fun to see them in person, and I was obviously happy to watch Judge hit a home run. So
yeah, I would like to see. I was very impressed with Fried.
Oh man, he's really good, man.
He was mowing Texas.
Really good.
I would like to see him throw less. I mean, he needs to get his pitch count. The pitch counts were every pitcher we saw were like
Yeah.
high quick. That was kind of crazy to see how quickly they got to 90 in like 4 innings. There, not him, but on the other side, he was at 90 pitches.
Yeah. Well, I think guys,
Freak was at
they
90 and 6.
Yeah, he had some moments there where he threw more, but honestly, the amount of walks that we've seen over those 2 games, that's a lot of walks for the MLB to me.
Yeah.
You generally don't. I mean, you 1 or 2 or something, but there was a lot of 3-2 counts. But yeah, I agree. But Fried, I will say, he's really freaking good.
He is very good.
But what I tell you, as soon as they bring a reliever in, the game totally changed from a just sleeper. I know.
Ball, and you immediately said something bad's going to happen, and then the next pitch, Jock Peterson hit a home
I
run.
know, but it's so weird because they were sitting on, I don't know, what was it, like 4 or 5-0 or something, and you're just kind of sitting back, and the game's in hand, and as soon as the relief guy comes in, it just totally changes everything. The other team starts hitting, and honestly, at the end of the game in the 9th inning, they had guys on, and if they would have got a hit, it would have been a whole different game, which was sad because it was not even close when Fried was in there. Like there was not even in doubt. So that's their weak spot. They got to do something about that.
The other thing I took away from it is Jazz Chisholm makes a lot of errors.
Well, I know you said that, but I know he made 1 or 2. But I mean, I thought he made 1 that they actually gave an error on.
He had 2 errors and 1 that probably should have been an error. He probably should have had 3 total errors on that game. His scorebook had 2 errors.
I still like Jazz though.
I know he can hit. He hit a home run and stuff. But
he did. Well, the other,
I've seen a lot of blunders in the field from him.
But what? The other thing that we were talking about there is like either how big or how small somebody is, and like it's like Andrew McCutchen looked tiny to me, and I would never have thought that just watching him on TV. I mean, Jazz Chisholm, tiny. He's a small guy. I mean, it's crazy. And then Aaron Judge is friggin' gigantic. Holy shit! He's a huge human, man. I mean, I know how big all these guys are, but until you see him, it's like, oh my god, that guy's really big. He's really big.
Yeah.
So.
It'll be interesting. AL East feels like a two-team race, and it's our 2 teams, my friend.
I'll say that, but I would never count Baltimore and Toronto out because they're starting to make a little bit of run, both of them.
Toronto's starting to score again,
and Baltimore's starting to kind of heat up. I think they start a series with the Yankees today, so I think there's 4 teams that are probably still in the running. I think Boston's out. If they make a run, I'll be shocked. Orioles, they're not getting anything from Alonso, man. And I don't know. No. These guys change teams, Gunner. And my God, Gunner's having a horrible year so far, which is really weird. You got to think those guys, maybe I don't know. I think they get better. I think Alonso, and I like Pete Alonso, but he's like 31. I think he's been a little bit declining, and he changed teams now, and I'm sure the pressure. He feels the pressure, and he's not doing anything. But hopefully he does. I mean, I like him. I like seeing him do well. But I think Tampa's the team. I think.
Hey, they're the real deal, and they're doing it with the bats this year, and not necessarily just locking everybody down.
They're doing it with the bats and speed. They got a lot of speed, man. A lot of
speed on that team, my friend.
Yeah,
it's fun to watch.
It is fun to watch, and you got some of those guys. You're not doubling up. I don't care how hard you hit it.
No, Chandler Simpson probably not. Taylor Walls probably not.
When that one dude's on the base path, that's an issue, man. When he's on, he's
gonna steal.
He's
going to steal to third.
He's a real issue to have on base if you're the opposing team, because he's a threat. He's not just somebody just standing there. He's gonna go, and he's a good player, man. And he's actually hitting
almost every position.
Well, and I think in the past he just wasn't getting on base very much or playing, hitting the ball.
I mean, he was a rookie last year. This is his first year, full year. Last year he's a platoon guy. He gets the full-time starting left field job this year. It's showing. I mean, he's getting on at the top of the order. He's hitting over 300, and he is immediately on third.
No, he's
like 3 pitches later.
He's playing well. He's playing well.
So-
Hey, I'll tell you the other guy that I kind of called early is Rushman for the Orioles. He's batting like 360 something, got a bunch of home runs. I always thought he was a really, really good player. He had a down year last year, but I'm happy to see him doing well.
Did they send him to the IL?
Adley
No, he's
Rushman?
back.
No, Adley
He's
Rushman's
good.
playing. Yeah.
He got nicked up just a bit there.
I think the one who's not playing still is Holiday, right? He's hasn't
still out.
played at all this year.
Him and Jordan Westbrook are both still out.
Yeah. So they're making a little bit of move. So, we'll see. And all these teams, the Yankees are going to go through another thing where they lose a bunch. They all do. They lose games for a while and then.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say they all do. The freaking Dodgers rarely do. They're 5-5, but they never go too bad on losses.
They never go too bad.
So that's a good one.
All right,
I think that's good. Yep.
All right, Bunk. Basketball playoffs happened. The boy Jokic, the Joker's got knocked out.
Joker's out.
But the Knicks look quite good, my friend.
Knicks are good. Knicks are looking good.
They won 140-89 last night.
Now, did the Lakers win? I know that was like the biggest. It was something. It was like Atlanta had 19 points at halftime. Is that unbelievable in NBA?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
that's like
in the NBA.
That's like WNBA. 19 points. Think about that.
Blowout.
2 quarters.
Absolute blowout.
That's crazy. So
yes,
they did well. I haven't followed too much. I watched a little bit of the Lakers game, but I don't know if they advanced or got tied.
Not yet. It's 3-2. LA is still up 3-2 on that, but that game's tonight. That's a big game. I feel like if Houston wins this game, they probably close out the Lakers.
I'm surprised the Lakers have, honestly, that they were leading the series. So we'll see.
Cleveland, the Cavs are playing Toronto.
Yep.
So we'll see that. And then the Fighting Orlando Magic are up 3-2 against the Pistons, who were like the best team.
Yeah.
So let's go Magic. Awesome.
You're funny. I will say I've watched just a little bit of the basketball, but I have watched more hockey.
They have, and that's where I was going next with it.
Yep. It's been pretty fun to watch. Watched the Penguins get beat by the Flyers in overtime. That was I believe that was a 0-0 game, right? Going into overtime.
Yeah, they won 1-0. The Flyers.
Did you watch any of that?
I did.
Pittsburgh
it was a really fun game.
Literally lived on the Flyer side in overtime, but you could feel that they had so many chances and couldn't come through. You almost can feel like, you know what? I think they've if they can't win it, something's going to quickly happen, and it did towards the end of the period.
They were getting frustrated. You could see them getting frustrated.
Yeah,
pushing.
But they had a bunch of shots in overtime. The puck was down there the whole time. They couldn't make it happen.
A bunch of shots the whole game.
Yeah,
honestly.
So
it just didn't work out.
Nope.
The Flyers though have to go run into the Hurricanes. God, Carolina looked insanely good.
I didn't. It's one series I didn't see. I watched I think the Mammoths and Vegas is still playing, right?
They're still playing. Yep. The game tonight at 9:00 Central. Vegas is leading 3-2 on that one.
Okay.
The Wild beat.
Wild
closed out the Stars.
Wild moved on.
The Avs beat the Kings and crushed them. That's going to be a tough series for the Minnesota Wild. The Avalanche are really good. The Oilers lost that series to the old Mighty Ducks, my friend.
Because they're the Mighty Ducks.
No one saw that coming. Buffalo, big game tonight. They're playing the Bruins. They could close it out. And then Lightning and the Canadians. The Canadians are leading that series.
Beating your
honestly, the way it's been going, I think Canadians beat the Lightning.
The Habs.
The Habs. Yeah.
All right. Been
It's gonna
fun.
be interesting.
I've been enjoying watching the hockey. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
The basketball, I'll like shoot for the fourth quarter because it doesn't matter what the score is up until about
Quad box.
the
Quad
last.
box it.
Oh boy, no, I don't quad box. I only quad
I
box
quad
baseball.
box it.
I only put two things on when it's baseball going. No,
Quad box. Come on now.
you're a quad box. But that's
All right, Bunk. The last thing I want to hit on here, they did do a way too early 2027 mock draft.
I know who's
for
number
the
one,
NFL.
baby. Who's number one? Arch
Who do you
Manning.
think? Arch Manning. Who do you think
Wait,
the number one pick goes to?
I saw it too. Oh shit. Gosh dang it. I think I saw the same thing you did. I can't remember. What team was it? No, wait.
Arizona Cardinals.
Or Arizona. That's right. Damn it.
God, I hope not.
That'd be better than some. Maybe.
Yeah. But on top of that, you've got projected in the top 10, at least 3 Texas players in the top 10,
I saw that.
with them in the top 15 having 5.
I saw that.
That's
pretty crazy.
That's a lot.
I saw that same. I think I saw that same article. I saw all the Texas guys, which was impressive considering this year really did not. Nobody got
6 of them
drafted
won.
high. Yeah.
Here's the one thing I will say about this mock draft that's really cool. There is a shit ton of quarterbacks going.
There are a lot of quarterbacks.
Arch, Dante Moore,
Dante Moore was number
CJ
2.
CJ Carr.
He was the 3rd.
Let's see who else is out there. You've got
You know who they
Julius
had?
Sand,
They had is it Mastemaker from
Drew Mestamaker,
which
from
is-
Oklahoma State.
Now I'll he's the only one I would probably say pump the brakes just a tad. He played
Yes.
one good year at North Texas. He's transferring to Oklahoma State with his coach. Came out of nowhere. Came out of your son's high school.
Yeah,
Right?
Pride of Vandergrift.
Yep.
Baby.
He's still an unknown. I think he had a really good year at North Texas. That's a whole maybe different ball game going to Oklahoma State.
I agree with
Playing that division. But go ahead. I hear you.
I agree with that. Julian Sand could come out this year,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the quarterback class is massive next year.
Well, I think Carr's a good, played at the big school, did really well. But he was,
Yeah.
that's 1 year. I love the mock drafts just because, like, outside of honestly the kid from Oregon, Dante Moore,
Yeah.
those other guys, I think they still have a lot to prove. To be honest with you.
Arch has a lot to prove this year.
No, I mean, including him. I mean,
Yeah.
he had a good second half last year. And some of those, and CJ Carr, he had a great first year, but we've seen these guys in year 2 collapse, man. I mean,
Yeah.
Nussmeier, and we saw it in this year's draft. So it'll be fun. It'll be kind of cool. But I did see all the Texas guys, which has got to be pretty make you feel good about the year coming up.
It does. I mean, you've got wide receivers going in the top 10 for Texas.
Yep.
I mean, think about this. So think about that team, that Texas team. If they can get 2,000-yard running backs, which is completely within reason with that team, with Raleigh Brown and Hollywood Smothers there,
Mhm.
they could be unbelievably good. Now, the problem that they're going to have is they have a tough schedule. So can you manage that? And there's going to be injuries. There's always injuries. So can you manage that schedule?
Well, I mean, they do have a tough schedule, but they got a really good team, man.
Very good.
They're gonna be tough.
There is one quarterback, Bunk, who we thought was going to be playing, is most likely not. What is this sports betting shit going on, man? gets caught.
Sorsby.
Did you hear how many bets he made?
Mm-mm. No.
They estimated 10,000 bets over a 4-year period.
Oh, so he's been doing it for a while.
Since he was a redshirt freshman at University of Indiana.
Wow. And then with NIL money, it probably just, amped up. I wonder, did they say, like, did he win, lose, or did they just say bet?
No, they just kind of said he was betting on his own teams to win, but still, you can't. That's not good.
Well, he's
Can't
not.
do that.
Have they said he can't play this year?
They haven't, but I think we all know he's not going to play.
I mean, he went to rehab. I don't know. I wouldn't count
He's
him
not
out.
going to be able to play because he's going to sit out the year.
Yeah. Well, you stick all the sports stuff in front of all these kids. I mean, all the gambling stuff in front of them. I don't understand what you think is gonna. They're young kids. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. And you're constantly just throwing all this shit in their face about gambling, and do this on this app, and they've made it so easy now. You can sit on your phone and pretty much gamble all your money away, or you can gamble on anything. It's just crazy, man. I hate it. And then they have all those casinos have the commercials now. ESPN and every sport event you watch has the odds running down in the bottom, which is just, it's disgusting. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. No place for it, I don't think, in any of the sports. And then you're gonna go knock these guys for doing it. It's crazy to me. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I get if they're throwing games. You know what? I can understand that, but I don't know how you address it. And he's somebody. I don't know how he got caught, but there's a whole.
I mean, it's public knowledge. I mean, that you can go. They track all those players. He's doing it on like Prize Picks.
Well, that's what I mean. But he's not the only one. There's a ton doing it. And he's a high profile guy. And they gave him a lot of money too.
Half that Iowa State team was doing it.
Yeah, that's sad, man. I hate it. I hate it. I really, in this case, I actually do feel bad for the player. They're teenagers. A lot of them are 20-year-old guys, and that's tough, man. It's a really tough deal. But his name's not on the list. I figured that he still would play. I don't know. We'll have to see.
I don't think he's playing.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think he's playing one down this year.
Well, what's Tech do? They fucking blew a wad on him. That was their thing.
And the problem is, remember, they had Hammond behind him. Hammond got hurt last year, so they don't have I don't know what they're going to do at quarterback.
Well, they spent money everywhere else, and they all have to complement each other. And if you don't have the quarterback, then you're kind of screwed. So I am curious to see. Well, I guess they're probably scrambling. I guess we'll see. And I don't think you can't at this point. It's all closed, right? You can't do any more transferring. So
no, you can't. It's done.
Yeah,
transfer portal's done.
Crazy.
Unless there's somebody in the portal now already.
Yeah,
that's just been sitting there. Which, if it's a good quarterback, it's already signed somewhere.
Oh, it's DJ Ugalele. He's going to go for one more year.
Dude, can you imagine? If he ends up at Texas Tech.
No, I don't think he has another year. I think he's done. He played like 10 years.
All right, let's talk about that. NCAA came out with the 5-for-5 rule. So pretty much there's no more red shirt. So it's not a 4-and-5, but you get 5 years of eligibility. You get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It eats into your eligibility. There's only very, very small exceptions they're going to give for that, and it's going to be for religious reasons, childbirth, and there is one other reason too. But that's it. So these guys are going to get exactly 5 years now out of high school. There's a lot of players that aren't very happy about that because when you look at someone like Chambliss, who's going to it's 7th year of college football. All those the grandfathered in guys, this rule's not going to apply for, but coming in, starting, I mean, it's going to change. It's going to change kind of roster construction too. So I wonder how that's going to affect how these teams go about recruiting. For sure, because you're going to want to get freshmen that will play immediately if they can only play 5 years.
5 years is plenty.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you start getting crazy when they start doing other things, and the whole 7 years and all that crazy nonsense. That's 5 years is plenty. You know what? I mean, and it's football. It's not even this football. It's any sport. But if you can get hurt in any sport, and
Yep.
that's part of playing. I mean, you feel bad or something, unless it's like another global COVID thing. Then
Yeah.
honestly, I think the 5 years is what it should be. I would agree with the rule.
It also protects the high school kids. It really does, because look at Texas Tech, because we're just talking about them. They don't really take, I guess they're not a good example, but someone like Florida State, they really don't go after high school kids. They don't really have high school recruiting.
Yeah.
And they're in one of the most fertile high school recruiting grounds in the nation.
Yeah,
in
they
Florida.
are. They are.
And they said, screw it. We're literally going to bring in 80 transfers a year.
Yeah.
I like this because it's protecting those freshmen. Those freshmen can come in. There'll be spots for them on bigger teams still. The transfer portal is always going to be there now. That you're not going to be able to get those. That's a can of worms that got open. We're not going to be able to get it back in there. But I think this new rule protects a lot of those younger kids, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I agree. I like the 5 year rule. Look, you're 18 coming out or whatever, 18, 19. I mean, some are 19, some are young. I mean, whatever, just generally. But look, 23, you're good and you should be done. I mean, I mean, you got Pavia doing. You had some of these other guys that have, played forever. It's just, I agree with you. I like the rule. Yeah, I think they had to do something. I mean, they're trying to say you can't undo some of the things that are already done, but you could try to refine it a little bit. Yeah, I like it. I'm all for it.
I agree. I think it's a good thing. I think the NCAA finally bucked up and made a good choice, because they've been making some just horrendous choices lately.
Well, the NCAA is a horrible organization, but yeah, I agree with you 100%.
All right. Well, you said Pavia, so I do want to bring this one last thing up. So he signed a 3-year contract with the Ravens. And he came out and said, "Oh no, I'm just going to act like I am the starter."
Mm-hmm.
Is that a good thing to say when you're going into a locker room with a 2-time MVP?
No,
Like those guys, you got to keep that to yourself, right? You got to not say that.
You don't say that. You don't say it out loud. I mean, you might believe it or want it. I mean, that's your motivation, but you don't say. And the other thing, he might have signed a 3-year contract, but basically he gets cut. Who cares? It's the 0 contract. Yeah. So those are all, the contract part of it's a joke. But yeah, he's you're not making any friends going in with grown ass men and with the quarterback they already have there. Come on, that's just.
They have Lamar Jackson.
They have Lamar Jackson, and then I don't know who else they have on their roster, but whoever the other quarterbacks are, they're veteran guys too. They're not, he's an idiot. I don't know what else to say.
I'm pretty sure Tyler Huntley's still there.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. He's just an idiot, man. And I think he's gonna find out real quick that I don't think he's either gonna be put on the practice squad or he's gonna get cut outright. I think they're just taking a flyer on him, to be honest with you. My opinion. Yeah. I might be wrong, but he's definitely not seeing the field this year. Let's be honest. He's not going to be the backup either. So
No.
And then, one more thing on football. How do the Browns have 4 quarterbacks now? What are we doing there? What's the plan?
It's a nightmare.
I mean, what is the plan? You have to have, when you do that, you draft another guy who's actually pretty good. I know somebody said maybe he'll play a different position or whatever, but it's still 4 quarterbacks.
Jalen Green, right?
Yeah. And what the hell is the plan there? I mean, God bless. They are a mess, that organization, man.
Deshaun Watson's going to start for him this year.
I think he is too.
Said he's never seen the field again.
I believe he will be the starter. And you know what? If he can get back to what he used to be, he is by far the best quarterback they have. Yeah. But what are you doing with these other guys? You got young guys there. I really thought they would trade one of them. I didn't think
Shador is fine as the backup.
I didn't think they'd pick another one. I thought they'd trade.
Give Dylan Gabriel. Yes, I know.
I thought they would.
Dylan Gabriel go somewhere else.
I thought they would trade Dylan Gabriel. To be honest with you, I mean,
they still might.
They seem like they really aren't even giving him a shot at this point. So I don't know. Anyway, we'll find out.
Here's where Shedeur Sanders was a owner pick. We know that.
He was.
So how much influence is the owner going to have on who's starting there? Because the owner came out and said Deshaun Watson's never playing a game for the Cleveland Browns a couple years ago. That tune might change when he sees how anemic the rest of the quarterback room is.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a Cleveland Brown fan, but geez, it's hard to not watch that thing. It's a train wreck over there. It's crazy. It's got to be hard to be a player. I'm sure players are probably thinking, what in the hell is he drafting a friggin' other quarterback for? When there's other guys that, they have a lot more needs than another QB in the room. So, I don't know.
They have a good team.
Yeah. We'll see what the new coach
they just
does.
Don't have a quarterback. Quinshon Judkins is a good running back. You've got Jerry Jeudy on that team. They just picked up Casey Concepcion. Let's see what he can do.
Good defense.
There's other wide receivers there. Harold Fannin is a good tight end. They have a decent line, but the quarterback play has been atrocious.
It's been bad. And I don't think they upgraded anything. So I don't know. We'll see.
Nope.
It'd be fun to watch. Fun to watch. It's only fun to watch because it's a spectacle. But
it is an absolute spectacle.
Yeah.
All right, Bunk. What else you got?
I think that's all I got.
I think that's it for the week. We really do appreciate everyone listening in with us. If you're enjoying it, definitely smash that like button, subscribe, leave a comment. And Bunk's going to be getting some sweet clips out there on Instagram, so definitely check out that Instagram. And Bunk, as always,
we'll be rolling balls.
Oh, look at you hitting
the boys.
Oh,
a lot of boys.
Are we gonna start saying rolling glorps?
Rolling glorp. Nah, we gotta go roll. I believe we'll always talk about glorps, so just in case you're wondering.
You will definitely always talk about it.
I'm a glorper.